The beginning of Indian civilization. Here we are going to do 10 important question answer. So first one is, why is the Harappan civilization called the first urbanization of India? Because it was the first civilization in the Indian subcontinent to develop well-planned cities with roads, drainage system, public buildings and organized urban life. Next is, what are the characteristics of a civilization and why are they important? So the characteristics of a civilization are government and administration, urbanism, specialized craft, trade, writing, cultural ideas and agriculture. These are important because they make society organized, stable, prosperous and advanced. Next question is, why were Harappa and Mohenjo-daro initially called the Indus Valley Civilization? They were initially called the Indus Valley Civilization because the first major sites discovered were located in the Indus River Valley. At the time, archaeologists believed that the civilization was limited to this region. Later, many more sites were found in other parts of the Indian subcontinent, showing that it covered a much larger area. What are the features of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa civilization? Well-planned cities with streets laid out in a grid pattern, houses made of baked bricks, covered drainage system connected to houses, public wells for water supply, granaries for storing food grain, public buildings including the Great Bath at Mohenjo-daro, advanced farming and trade with nearby and distant region, skilled craftsmen who made pottery are the features of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa civilization. Next is, what was the importance of granaries in the Harappan culture? So granaries were large buildings used to store surplus grain. They help preserve food, ensure a steady food supply during time of shortage, and supported trade and distribution of grain. Their presence also suggests that the Harappan had an organized system for managing agricultural produce. Describe the Great Bath of Mohenjo-daro civilization. So the Great Bath was a large tank measuring about 12 into 7 meter. It was made waterproof and surrounded by small rooms, one of which contained a well. A drain in one corner allowed the tank to be emptied and refilled with fresh water. Archaeologists believe it may have been used for religious or ceremonial bathing, as in the city most houses and individual bathrooms were there. Okay. Why Harappan gave much importance to water management? Because they needed a reliable water supply for drinking, farming, and daily use. They built wells, reservoirs, and advanced drainage system. Many homes had separate bathing areas connected to a large network of drains that usually ran below the streets and carried away wastewater, keeping the cities clean and hygienic. How did the Harappan engage in trade and what items did they export? The Harappan actively traded with water civilization, with other civilization and cultures. They exported ornaments, timber, daily use objects, gold, cotton and possibly some food item. They made beautiful carnelian beads using special drilling techniques and crafted shell bangles from hard conch shell using sophisticated method. These skilled crafts were important trade items. Now, question number 9. What were the reasons for the decline of Harappan civilization? One reason for the decline of Harappan civilization was climate change from around 2200 BCE, which caused reduced rainfall and a drier climate. This made agriculture difficult and reduced food supply. Another reason was the drying up of Saraswati river basin, which may have led to the disappearance of the cities in that region. And last question is, why is Dholavira water management system important today? Because it teaches us the value of water conservation and careful use of natural resources. Its method of collecting and storing rainwater can inspire modern solutions for dealing with water shortage and climate challenges. It shows that proper planning and sustainable water management are essential for human well-being. Okay, so this is the beginning of Indian civilization, the important question answers. So this much for this video. Thank you so much for watching until the end.